Hello buddy and welcome back to GTA 5. Today we're taking a look at the GT500 and the, what is this thing called? Comet SR. This one I'm super excited about, so we're going to save it for last. But this, just a classic little, it reminds me of something more Italian. I don't know, there's something very MG. I can't remember the model of MG either. I keep trying to compare this to models of cars, and I'm just a bit of an idiot, I'm not going to lie. Inside looks very retro. I realised in the last video I don't think we did much like on the inside view of the cars. I don't have a fancy camera mod or anything like that, but I don't really think it's that required for these, because honestly, there's not much to see. I mean, it's a very retro looking interior, nice little white dash there, and yeah, it has a parcel shelf, like most cars, except from the one in the last one actually. But yeah, Grotti GT500. Let's take it to pay and spray, or whatever you want to call it, and get this thing sorted out. Sorry buddy. And then I crash into a wall. Damn it, I'm not very good at these cool transitions. Alright, so here we go. We don't have many options for this, to be honest. In fact, it seems quite, not bland in a bad way, but bland. So we have front bumper, race lights, and race lights with fog lamps, and that's actually all we've got. Wow, okay, cool. Engine we've already got upgraded. Exhaust, we have big bore exhausts, which is very cool, and then classic what am I saying? Classic exhausts. Oh, okay, there's side mounting actually. I prefer them because then the back looks super duper smooth. Okay, we're gonna stick with that then.
It's like giving a finger to Mother Nature.
Can you please? Okay, so then now we've got the hood, GT hood, which comes with a little window on. We'll talk more about that, but yeah, the window there, can you see that? Looks very cool. I wish there was an option to have it without the window. But yeah, GT hood. We'll go for competition hood actually. Oh, I don't know, because I like the bonnet latches is what I like. Yeah, no, we'll go for the competition hood because the window is smaller. Lights, obviously we have the xenon option. I'm going to skip past that, I'm not going to talk about it. Livery, okay, so there's a bunch of liveries. Okay, so we have Grotti. Alright, I'm just going to colour this black quickly, just to make the liveries look a little bit better. So we have Grotti, Italia, which is kind of cool. Actually, that really suits the matte black. Side stripes, again, another one that suits the matte black because it's kind of cool. Single solid stripe, commercial livery. Okay, yeah. So it's themed around, like, it reminds me of what would be a rally car, not like a rally off-road type thing, a rally like A to B type thing. And then obviously, is that Italian? That's not Italian, is it? It's French. So that is actually the French flag, although on the actual French flag, I think the red's slightly bigger, but that's fine, it's okay. Very cool. Classic racer, again with the blue, white and red. Grotti commercial, again with the blue, white and red. I mean, this seems to be a theme here. I'm trying to think what car, because I said it's a bit like the MG, but that's definitely not a French one. A ghoul, or maybe it is, and I'm an idiot. And that's it. So I'm actually going to go for, ignore the black paint for now, because we're going to change that. Go for something simple. It has to be like a rally car. So I'm up for it being a Grotti. No, we'll stick to that. Then it looks like, it looks kind of cool. Plates, we don't really care too much about. Suspension, obviously we can have sport suspension, super duper low. Transmission, race transmission. Turbo, or should I say turbo? Again, I don't know why I'm even talking about that. It's so dark in here, I don't understand why. Okay, so we're going to go for lowrider wheels, because I kind of want these. No, they don't suit actually. These in my head were just like, yeah, these are going to look awesome. What should we go for wheels wise? I mean, this isn't, again, oh, maybe we should just go for what we've already got, but in black. Yeah, we'll go for these, because obviously the standard ones are these. I'm going to go for them, and I'm going to pop them in black. They are going to be black. The wheels though. Tyre enhancement, I mean tyre designs. Custom tyres. Oh geez, yeah, the white walls. This actually looks kind of cool in matte black now that it's got white walls, but I'm still inspired not to do that to it. Put a light smoke on the windows, and to be honest, the little window on the bonnet there that you can't really see because it's so dark. We'll talk about this outside, shall we? Let's quickly just respray the vehicle. What colour should we go? It shouldn't be matte, it should be metallic because retro. And I'm thinking like maybe a red, or blue looks kind of nice as well actually. But it doesn't look old enough, you know. Yellow's another good one. Yellow's a cool colour. But you kind of can't beat Torino red. You got that or red, but I like the red, the light. Pearlescent is also Torino red. Alright, we'll stick with a double. And that should be that. I think that's actually this car done. There we go, if we just reverse out here. Oh look, she looks a beaut. Oh, I always reverse through all these bushes. you know, get it all dirty and stuff. Oh, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Okay, we did good. Okay, cool. Yeah, look at this bad boy. In fact, it actually looks a lot cooler than I thought. Okay, cool. So you see the window on the bonnet there? I actually thought that meant we could take the roof off. I know it doesn't obviously show that we can take the roof off, but I figured there was a topless model. That sounds weird to say. So maybe that'll be another option, because really that's what that little window's for. Unless I've got this completely wrong and that's for something else. But I'm like 9% sure. I'm not too clued up on that sort of stuff, so I don't know why I'm talking crap about it. But yeah, I figured. My God, this looks so cool. We should already get on the right side of the road before we crash. Okay, cool. Let's get into the Comet then. I'm just going to park this up. Yeah, I did actually spawn one earlier as well. Don't judge. I love this caravan park. So this is the Comet SR. In comparison to the other Comet, this is cool as well. You know, I'm going to spawn in the other Comet just really quickly. Here she is. Here's the other Comet, the older model, less electric, I guess. This one has to be electric, or at least what's it called? Priuses are them. They're not electric cars. They're hybrids, which is where it's like electric and petrol or diesel or gas or whatever you want to say. But yeah, look, you can see the differences between the two. Very, like, they're still similar cars. They're quite nice. I like the D bumper, the D what's it called? D spoiler on the rear, and the rear lights on the new one look so much cooler than the rear lights on the old one. Including, like, it's got a little, it's like debadged almost, the new one, you know. The old one looks really old though. Like when GTA first came out, this did not, and still doesn't when you delete the SR. Doesn't look like an old car, but in comparison to this, oh man. This is sort of making me want to redo my whole online garage and get rid of like generic supercars and DLC cars and just go back to retro and just drive around in GTA Online in just an older looking car. But yeah, cool. So let's get this thing to Benny's. Wow, already it's pretty damn fast. I didn't do a speed test with the other one. It's like an old classic rally car. It's not built for speed. That's what I think. That one's more about looks. This one should hopefully be super fast, but there's only one way to find out and one guy that can do it, and that's this guy in a checked shirt. Right. Cool. Starting from bumpers, we have front bumpers, primary splitter, secondary splitter, and competition splitter. Okay, so I'm actually going to opt for the primary splitter because I don't know. I like the. Oh, though, should we go for the competition? I just said I want this to be a race car, for God's sake. All right, we're going to go for competition. Rear bumpers. So we have primary rear or secondary rear. If there was like a carbon option again, it would stick with the race spec. But I'm going to go for primary rear. Alright, we've swapped garages here because I realised it was actually the garage door that wasn't letting me do the free camera thing. Like the camera was here but it was getting stuck on the garage door, which is just weird. Alright, so on to intakes. Primary intakes or secondary intakes. Again, if there was a carbon option, which I think is the stock actually. Yeah, I'm an idiot for changing that rear bumper. Alright, I'm going to stick with primary. I'm also going to go back to rear bumpers and stick with stock because it's carbon and I wanted the racy look. Engine, obviously we've got the biggest upgrade. Exhausts now. Okay, so we have to do the revving thing. We have twin exhausts, angled dual exhausts, oval shaped exhausts, or titanium tip. And while I find titanium tip normally quite ricey, I'm going to stick it on these. It probably doesn't suit at all actually. Okay, and then we have extended arches, which is kind of cool. Not too extended, but good enough. Hood, secondary hood or carbon hood. All right, I know I said I was going to go for the racy look, but I prefer the primary on that one. Lights, we're gonna upgrade these to xenon, even though you know my argument with xenon lights. Roof, we have primary and secondary. I actually really like the primary. Oh, should I go for it? Should I do primary? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for primary roof. All right, skirts, we have primary, secondary, and competition. Obviously we're going to go for the competition ones. Also, to be honest, when you go for primary, it like the arches don't line up to them. You sort of see that at the bottom right hand there. It's very hard to make out. Very sad for even noticing this, but yeah, you see there actually it's easier to see. And then if we go down to competition, it sort of lines up, whereas that doesn't. Okay, cool. So competition skirts it is. Spoiler. Oh, we have a bunch of options here. Stock spoiler, carbon stock, primary spoiler, secondary spoiler. Alright, so these don't have any fancy names. They're just called carbon stock, primary, secondary, carbon, race, primary, then secondary and carbon, and that's it. How should we have it? I know it's kind of like I'm gonna go for this just for the sake of looking a little bit classic, like the old guy. Suspension, slam that shiz. Transmission, turbo, wheels. Okay, the wheels I kind of really like as is, to be honest. So I think we should go for the sport version and get as close to these as we can. I'm going to paint these black anyway. There they are, look. I'm pretty sure they're like exactly the same. Yeah, stock. I don't know why the stock wheels were black actually. That's weird. Alright, but they're black now anyway. Yeah, black tyres. We're going to not put custom tyres on it at all. Windows, you kind of have to go for that dark smoke look there. Not too dark, but dark enough. And now just time for the respray. That's a pretty quick one, to be honest. Not much to it at all. We're going to go to metallic, and then this one I kind of want in a very light blue colour. Oh, there she is. Racing blue. Or ultra blue. Oh my god, ultra blue is just cool as hell. We're going to go for ultra blue. It makes the car look new as all hell. And that's actually it. We've got matte. What's this? No, we'll just go for matte black. Just not that I know any changes are happening. Alright, and let's go back outside where it's rainy as hell. Wow, what happened? Alright, we're back here with our other cars. And this thing is not too fast, to be honest. I've got all the upgrades on it as well. And what's it saying the top speed is? 190. I'm guessing that's... Oh, it's 120, sorry, kilometers. I need some freaking glasses. I doubt that's miles per hour. That's got to be... Oh, it says right there too. Miles per hour. 120 miles per hour is like the top sort of speed with this thing. That's kind of crazy. But okay, I'll take that. I just want to very quickly get the old Comet and make that the same colour and stuff. Just as close to this as possible. Just so we can really compare the two. The old car feels faster, but is actually... not much slower, but like 10 miles an hour slower than the other one, and it reaches its top speed a lot less quick. Less quick, is that the right thing to say? I don't think that's even a word, but a lot less quick than the other one. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, let's take this back and let's park them up side by side and just see how cool they both look together. To be honest, the only noticeable difference in these guys is the front bumper. The other one sits a bit lower. I think the bonnet scoops out a bit further, like it's a bit sharper, a bit more of a point, and the front and rear lights are obviously different as well. But apart from that, there's not actually much difference. I've installed the roll cage in this one, so it's got the same sort of cage, or well, not as potato cage as this one. And one thing that I noticed, right? Okay, I'm just gonna mute myself and turn up the volume in the game just a second, because listen to the difference here. Hear how that door closed? Right? So we get into the new car and we open and close the door. It's a much more like bassy full effect. That's genuinely such a cool feature, and I don't know why I'm so like, oh my god about that. It's just cool. I don't know. But it shows like new and old, you know? They really are like, Rockstar have done that correctly. That's the one. It's just a little feature that I don't think anyone's really going to notice. But it's still cool as hell. That is where we're going to leave this. Join me tomorrow where we modify the Neon and Revolta. Again, hoping these cars aren't out by the time these videos comes out. But if they are, then, well, that's what it looks like modified. For now, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, hit thumbs up. If you like my videos, go and hit subscribe. And I will see you in a bit.